High on a mountain, Jesus took Peter, James, and John aside. He wanted to share something special with them. As they watched, Jesus was transfigured. His appearance was dazzling, radiating a light brighter than the sun. Two figures appeared beside him, Moses and Elijah. These great heroes of the faith, now gone from this world, stood with Jesus. They spoke of his departure, of the sacrifice he was about to make in Jerusalem. Why were Moses and Elijah chosen to appear with Jesus? Moses, who led God's people out of slavery, represented the law. Elijah, the mighty prophet, represented the prophets of the Old Testament. Their presence affirmed that Jesus was the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. Moses represented the resurrection of the dead, having himself died and been buried by God. Elijah, taken up to heaven in a whirlwind, represented those believers who would be alive when Jesus returns. Their presence alongside the transfigured Jesus symbolized the hope of resurrection and the promise of Jesus' second coming. The disciples were stunned by what they saw. They witnessed the glory of Jesus' true nature, a glimpse of his divinity. The light that emanated from him was the light of heaven, a light that would soon shine on all mankind. The disciples wanted to stay on the mountaintop forever, enveloped in the glory of that moment. But Jesus knew they couldn't stay there. He had a mission to fulfill, a sacrifice to make. The Transfiguration was a pivotal moment in Jesus' journey. It was a moment of affirmation, a glimpse of his heavenly glory. But it was also a reminder of the suffering that lay ahead. The cross came before the crown. Before the resurrection, before the ascension, before the return in glory, came the agony of Calvary. Jesus, in his love for us, willingly embraced the cross. He knew that only through his sacrifice could we have eternal life. The Transfiguration gives us hope. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, the light of God's love shines through. It assures us that Jesus is the Messiah, the King of Kings, and that he is coming again.